Yeah, Jeremy, start us off.
Coleman, I know you guys have been in a couple of these, but what's it been like to be in a shootout like this, and what's the key to pulling out a victory?
I'd say the biggest thing is probably trying to get stops. As much stops as possible. I feel like we can score it at any time. Anybody can do it. So just trying to string together stops, multiple stops, and just staying consistent. Not panicking when people make tough shots. So.
It's coming on that from me. Like you guys got killed and you were able to push the lead to 11. Just like in that stretch right there, just how important was that to maybe do what you needed to do to kind of get that lead?
Yeah, no, it felt good. You could feel the momentum just swing. It felt like we were going to win the game, and like you said, we put together a few stops, and and came down the court, got some good looks, and capitalized off of it. They were trying to double team in that pistol action, and we kind of took advantage of that. So it was good to see the momentum shift like that.
Dain, the last month, has it felt any different than earlier in the season? How do you feel? What's your confidence right now? It seems like it's shining, right?
With me it's just staying ready. I just try to do everything I can to help the team win, whether that's rebounding, setting screens, rim running. I just try to do the little things to help us win.
I guess for both of you, I mean, this team's obviously shown it can score with anybody, outscore anybody. I mean, but I don't know, are you concerned, worried about the defense at all?
Personally, I feel like our defense is fine. It's just we try to force tough shots. When teams have to shoot, when players have to shoot 20-something shots to score 30 points, I mean, I feel like that's a win for us. The only way teams can score is when they consistently just back you down the whole time, and you can't really do much about it. You try to wall up, and they call fouls. So. No, I feel like we're good where we're at. They made 60-something% from three or whatever field goal. They hit some tough shots. They hit some really good shots. Especially that's a team where their season's dependent on beating us and a few other teams or whatever games they got left. So I'm not necessarily worried about our defense. I'm just I think it necessarily is just worried about who we're playing next, and I think a lot of times our defense. Plays into not into hands of other teams, but will be a struggle for a lot of other teams the rest of the way.
Coleman, Dain is getting more opportunities here recently. What is he giving you in those opportunities?
He's getting kind of lost in that dunker spot, and teams are worrying about him because they have to cover him, and we're getting spray out threes. He's rim running. He's blocking shots, he's rebounding, and he just gives us a different look because I'm always down there trying to box out big guys, and I'm getting in foul trouble, so he always comes in and gives us a spark off the bench. And he does a really good job of doing what he can do, and he's really skilled. Whenever he gets post touches, I feel like he's going to score every single time because he's really skilled. He's good at finishing around the rim, so. I think he's going to be huge for us in these next couple games and moving forward.
Dain, did you figure this matchup was one where you were going to have to make an impact? They got some size inside, and how were you able to make an impact tonight?
Yeah, definitely. Minnesota's a heavy post-up team. They play 2 6'10", 6'11" guys. For real, he's a good center for them. He's big body, so I definitely felt like this was going to be a good matchup. But I felt like I impacted the game really well today with that.
Coleman, Marcus had 18 in the second half, only missed one shot. What did you see from him when he was really getting going there down the stretch?
Yeah, I thought he stayed patient. He was able to pick them apart when we went to our pistol action. And like I said, he didn't really get sped up. He was just giving what the defense gave him, and a lot of times he made the right reads, kicking the ball out, spraying out for threes. So yeah, it was just good for him good to see him just stay patient. you know, I don't know what he had in the first half, but he played extremely well in that second half. It was good to see him kind of take over the game like that.
Is Dane, for you and Coleman and Quincy all be double-figure scorers? Yeah, how big is that? Where maybe all three of you do something a little bit different, but we're all productive in that home.
Yeah, you know, I definitely feel like it's a different look, but you know, I like it. You know, we all can, you know, get points in the paint. I feel like it's more efficient with us three playing a lot. But yeah, just a different look, a better look. You know, I feel like with teams like this, Minnesota, Iowa, of course. And I feel like it would be good for Wisconsin as well, just with how they play with their bigs and stuff. So.
Dane, obviously, probably better rhythm when you're on the court longer. What's the key to you staying on the court? Is it rebounds, defense? Like, what's been the key to staying?
Yeah, just doing the little things. You know, rebounding. You know, defending. You know, offense is to me never been an issue for me. You know, it's just really taking pride on the defensive side, which I feel like I've been doing, and I still be getting better at. So.
Coleman, we saw Cam Christie get going early, but in the second half, I think he only had 6. What changed maybe for you guys in terms of cutting that water off a little bit?
I thought we made his catches a lot harder. We extended his catches. We didn't make him comfortable in ball screens. I think he would get clipped and he'd pull right up knowing that we couldn't reattach because it'd be a foul. But he's in that shooting motion. So just being more physical and not necessarily letting him get a catch and not letting him really come off those ball screens. So I thought that was a big part of kind of slowing him down that second half.
Yeah, Coleman, along those lines, were just some matchup changes defensively, and then on the other end, another matchup exploited really with Marcus posting guys up. Was that a change in the second half?
Yeah, I mean, we had tie-in and we were trying to run our nail actions and trying to get him into ball screens because we knew they like to be at the level and kind of not necessarily hard hedge, but they stick their big man with the ball for a minute and allow their low hold to kind of play two. So we're looking for those skip corner threes, and we realized that Pistol was they were worried about that low man. Dane was down there a lot in that action, and they were worried about Marcus a lot. So we had a lot of spray out threes, and then whenever it was one-on-one down there, Marcus did a good job of using his pivots and taking his time to get the best shot possible. So.
Coleman, what do you feel like has led to a night where in 40 minutes you only have 4 turnovers? It just seemed like a really offensive, efficient evening.
Yeah, I feel like they weren't really in the gaps. They weren't really speeding us up. I felt like the second half, Marcus had the ball in his hands a lot, making right decisions. And I thought we moved the ball well as a team. You know, I didn't think we really over-dribbled. And yeah, I think we were just patient with everything, and then it gets sped up.
Coleman, you looked really comfortable initiating offense off the bounce. Like, what's kind of been the key to that the last couple games?
Just being more comfortable. I feel a lot more comfortable, feeling a lot more confident. And I like every matchup they throw because they move guys around all the time, trying to figure out who they want to guard Ty and all this stuff. So I feel like anytime, you know, I feel like they're switching defenses around. I feel like I can exploit that, and I feel like I did a pretty good job in that first half today. So being a lot more confident.
Dane, my math might be a little bit off, but I think you made 6 of your first 21 free throws, but you've gone 11 for 16 since then. Have you made any changes, or have they just kind of started to fall?
Yeah, they just, you know, I practice free throws every day. You know, it was just getting a good feel for, you know, start of the season. I don't know what was going on. I shoot free throws every day, so I'm just continue to build on that. So, yeah.
Thanks, guys.